Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Smokey here. Today we're taking a look at 2 Point Hospital again. Going to be doing the ward and fracture ward quick build guide so that you guys can optimize your floor space with these ward builds. Yeah, let's get into it. So when looking at the ward is a place where the patients go to be diagnosed and treated. It's like a B&B, bed and breakfast without the breakfast. So for this room, I do a 5 by 4 room. You want 5 squares long, 4 deep. The door will go on the second tile. Like so. Next thing you have to, there's 3 items you have to place: beds, screen, and nursing station. So in this little room, we're gonna get 7 beds, 2 screens, a nursing station, plus some extras. So the nursing station is gonna go on the wall down here, right next to the door. Place it. I want you to place a screen next. We're gonna skip that for a second, and we'll go place our first bed. Our first bed's gonna go in the top left-hand corner. Disable the grid snap and shove it as close into there as possible. Next bed will be flipped around and placed like this. Now, for this bed, you want to get it right on that white dotted line, like that. Next bed right beside it. So again, the patients only need to be able to access one side of the bed. So putting 2 side by side does not interfere, whereas if you tried to put one here, nobody can get at that bed. The next bed's actually going to be rotated to and put in this top right hand corner. And then again, we're going to place 2 more beds side by side. Get it on that dotted line. See, I'm not right on the line. Boom. On the dotted line. And then this bed's gonna come up and hug it like that. Let's place some screens now. So this screen number 1 is gonna get placed as in front of this bed. Next screen can get placed anywhere in here, really. It's probably the reason these people ended up in hospital in the first place. Sorry, the DJ's distracting me. Next thing is that I like to use is called a wall monitor, bought with in-game currency Kudosh. Increase in room prestige, but has a 1% plus. Oh my god, an epidemic. A 1% plus to treatment and diagnosis power. So we can actually put quite a few of these in this room. Starting on this wall here. Go into the corner at the top. Place 1. Disable the grid snap. And put 3 and 4 on this wall. Try to get it as close together as possible. Then on this wall, again, we're going to place 5 on this wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, just 3 on this wall. Now we'll do 4. Medicine cabinet, again bought with the in-game currency called Kudosh. Can place, how do I do this here? Place 1. Just disable the grid snap and just get it up off the corner. If my controller will let me do it. Place 1 there. And then place another one in this corner down here. here. And then we will place... So this is a colder map, so we need heating in this one. You can place heating next to the beds without it interfering. Same with your cooling. Ice sculptures can get here. You can place one up here if you needed extra cold. Down in here, you'll be able to place one after we get everything built. Or you can go with the AC units. It's completely up to you. This is a cold map, so we'll place the heater. Shoot. Place the heater here. Hand sanitizer. I always place them in my ward. Another thing we're going to do is a coffee maker. Bottom corner here with a sweet dispenser for the nurses here. And then we're going to get our room to level 5 prestige with the overpowered but beautiful Gold Star Award. And you're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get you level 5 prestige. Go ahead and build the award. Now the next thing that I do immediately after opening up a new ward, select the ward by clicking down there. On gaming, you're gonna hit X to come up here. This is important. Extra staff. I put 3 extra staff in my wards. You can also toggle whether you want to allow patients for a diagnosis to be sent here or just for treatment by turning it on or off. I usually keep my wards open for diagnosis because I like to have 2, and I only ever usually run 1 doctor diagnosis, 1 ward diagnosis. Because really, like, after you get to a certain point in your hospital, your GPs should be trained up high enough with your diagnosis doctors that they only need to be seen by 1 diagnostics. But early on in the game especially, you want to have your ward staffed with extra nurses allowing for diagnosis. It's cheaper than anything else you're gonna do. And looking at it run, there's 3 nurses you can see in here. I've got quite a few wards built, but you can see 3. Oh my god, he's got the sickness. COVID. But yeah, so that's the regular ward. Now let's get into the fracture ward. So the next type of ward that we have is the fracture ward. So minimum room size again is 4 by 3. You need to place a nurse station, plaster caster, traction bed. What I do is a 3 by 6 room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. 3 by 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 long. I like to do this especially because like a lot of your regular size rooms are 3 by 6 anyways, and it makes the flow of the hospital go a lot better when you can match up your room sizes. So you can either go, yeah, like you don't want a room that's 6 wide because it's not going to fit in a lot of places, whereas the 3 by 6, it's the size of 2 GPs offices. So fracture ward, I place this door, the left hand second tile in. I guess it doesn't matter, you go here or here. Place it, nurse's station is going to go rotated 90 degrees like that. Plaster caster will fit nicely in here. Traction bed, you're going to disable that grid snap. place one, flip it over, get it right up against the door. For number 2 and number 3 is going to come up as close as here as possible. There. Bring it 2 more plaster casters in here. So you can run 2 more. I sometimes only run 2 plaster casters because the beds take forever. But you can put another plaster caster here. There's the room for it. Hand sanitizer can go in here. So a lot of people maybe don't know this, but for whatever reason the game lets you put stuff in here. So you can put a large air conditioning unit in. If you disable the grid snap and just jostle it over, it actually lets you place it in here all the way up to where the traction bed starts to narrow. So you can get a lot of little crap in here, like a lot of little stuff that you wouldn't normally think about, but you can. So hand sanitizer unit's a good one. Another one, again with the in-game currency kudosh. Medicine cabinets fit in here, like nice. It's kind of cheesy to do it like this, but gets you that extra 1% treatment in this room. No diagnosing going on here. Another thing that I put in here for my nurses: coffee maker, sweet dispenser, whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, it does. So we're playing on a hot map here, so your radiator is going to go beside your sweet dispenser. Large radiator could fit there, which is enough to heat the whole room. If you want, you can place another small one up at the edge of the traction bed here, where it's out of the way. If you're doing a hot map and need cooling, ice sculptures fit nicely at the edges of these traction beds, where you can see there's one here and there's the other one down here. And that's usually enough to keep this area all cool. Yeah, like I said, it's a heating map, so I need heat. I'll place one there. Then I'm gonna use the cheesy gold star wards, and yes, you can put them in behind the medicine cabinets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just dot them. Lots of room here, and you're like, we're already at level 5. Yeah, you can place extra medicine cabinets in here if you don't want to have the coffee. I like to give them something to do when they're idle, because the traction beds do take a long time for the patients. You can add fire extinguishers in here. It's not a horrible idea to have fire extinguisher in here. The plaster casters don't usually catch on fire. I've had them explode on me before after earthquakes and stuff, but they take a lot to catch on fire, so your maintenance staff should be able to keep on top of it. And sorry, I deleted that room before I realized what I was doing. The other thing you want to do here is I add 2 extra nurses to run this, the fracture ward here, just because there's 3 traction beds and you can get nurses and patients on there quicker, faster, more efficiently. So another thing we need to take a look at is training. So training for a ward nurse should only have 1 skill only, the ward management skill. It is 20% plus boost for diagnosing and treating. That's a huge bonus, even bigger than the general practice skill. So a level 5 ward management skill, it's going to give 100% bonus. Yeah, it's what you want your nurse to be trained in. If you're in a pinch, having them trained in stamina isn't that horrible of an idea, especially if you are doubling up your nurses in surgery, because it takes so long, because it lets them work longer without a break. I usually would never train my nurses in that. They come with it. But they don't need any other skill. Give them the ward management skill. It's overpowered. It's worth it. The only other task you need to take a look at for your nurses that work here is the jobs that they're assigned to do. 3 jobs only: working in the ward, working in the fracture ward, and working in surgery. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that wraps up my my ward build for both the fracture and the regular ward. If you made it to the end, drop a like, leave a comment below. Let me know what you want to see, what you'd like to see different. Anything to help me grow. Share the video. Yeah, thanks. Bye, everyone.